right, guys. I just realized I never adjusted my camera, so I don't know what's about to happen right now. Let's see. That's okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, how's everybody doing? We got quite a bit to go over. Sorry if you hear my cat. She kept jumping up on here. I can't have her jumping up on here, okay? Because I don't want her to mess anything up. She keeps biting this keyboard part off. So right now she's in her backpack. She just ate. That's what I was waiting for. I was letting her finish her food, and then I put her in her cat backpack or whatever it's called. So she's chilling there. She's gonna cry for a minute, and then she's gonna go to sleep. That's how she does it. And then I'll let her out right after stream. We doing good, clan? We hear you loud and clear. What we doing? We, my friend, are going over quite a bit of stuff. For some reason, I got a warning. It says the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Is it playing okay for everybody? Or usually this bit rate's fine. Why is it a problem now? Let's see. You sound like the media's microphone can't hear you, bro. Can't hear me. Is that for everybody? Clan, you never responded to my DM about Sparking Zero. Wait, let me see. You say you're on IG. What's your name on here? Oh wait, maybe it was a request. Have we DM'd before? Are you? Oh wait, no, that's not you. Okay. You said EJ? I see you. Send me one. Send you my PSN. There we go. You can send me that. Audio is great. Okay. I don't know what he was talking about then. Were you lying to me? Andrew Garcia? All right. So stream is going fine. Everything cool. So we can just dive straight into this. I'm actually really excited, guys, that the season is starting up. It feels like it's been longer than usual. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the Olympics. I don't know, because that went on for a while, and then we had another gap after that. I don't know. No, that's our camp roster. We don't care about the camp roster. All right, so how should we go about this? So recently, I saved everything on Twitter, all of the different clips, but I'm pretty sure that the Spurs just posted all of the interviews on YouTube. So, yeah. So, let's see. I feel like we're going to be live for a while. Let's see how many people talk today. If we go to the Spurs, we have... This shows that I've started watching this. I have not seen this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 total to go over. The Wemby one is nearly 20 minutes? Is it nearly 20 minutes because part of it's in French? Wait, and then they talked to Stefon Castle? Where's that one? Didn't they talk to him? Looking forward to it, Brody. Let's get going with this live. Yes, sir. Part of it is French? Yes, half French. Okay, all right. We're not going over the French part. Exactly, quite a bit of French. Okay, we're not going over the French part. All right, let's see what I liked or what I saved on Twitter. Let's see. All right, so this is something that, hold on, let me just bring all of it up. We'll do this in a separate tab. Wait. I have to duplicate the tab. There, we did that one. Camp roster, I don't think we really care about that. All right, so this is Wemby, but it's at a weird angle. This is Harrison Barnes. Oh, yeah. We'll keep that one. I think all this other stuff is more important, like actually watching the interviews. What the heck is this? Where's Harrison Barnes? Here he is. Gosh, so many people got so many angles. It's kind of hard to tell which matters and which doesn't. Wait a minute. All right, we'll do this one. This is from Carolina Teague. I think she got this footage. All right, that's all we're gonna do, and then we'll go through all of the different interviews and see what we take from that. And then there's a Popovich one. Okay, all right, okay. I think we're good. Wait, this is something else someone brought up. JJ Crawford. We can skip it for now. Here, I'm gonna like it and then just save it. All right, we'll look at that one later. Maybe another time. Keldon gave Chris Paul his number. Yes. We knew that for a minute that was gonna happen. So yeah, Chris Paul gets 3. Keldon has 0 now, right? Like that's confirmed. Is that confirmed? All right, well, guys. Yes, that's dope. That is dope. I am proud. Wait a minute, guys. You didn't tell me that the background music was that high up, dude. You guys got to complain about this type of thing. The KSAT ones were annoying. Only audio out of one side. Okay, then we're gonna go over the Spurs one then. You guys got to tell me when the audio is like turned up that high. I didn't realize it was turned up because I can't hear the background music in my earphones. I can only see the little audio meter thing. Too many complaints in the world today. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a look at this. Yes, and I agree with chat. It is pretty dope that Keldon gave up his number, but we expect him to do that, right? We expect him to do that. So quite a few people wanted me to go over this Stefon Castle walk and talk, and you know what? I am gonna do it. Let's watch this first. It's only a minute. Okay, that's not in my earphones. You got to be in my earphones. It doesn't work unless you're in my earphones. All right, you're in my earphones now. Let's listen. Gosh, and it has music. Hold on. I'm very impatient, so we're going to speed this bad boy up, okay?
I feel like
I hate this shirt.
Bond off the court is just as important as on the court, you know, learning what each other like to do, building our chemistry off the court. I feel like that would just make us gel, you know.
Oh, I forgot to go over this picture. That was a nice picture. That was a nice photo. I think it said at a Texas. Yeah, it was at a Texas game. Really nice photo here. Keldon kind of missed his opportunity there. Yeah, this is a nice photo. This is cool. Everyone's trying to look hard. I don't know where Devin looking off at. Except Zach. Zach's the one where he's just like, hey, I'm just happy to be here. I don't know. Someone should have told everyone to look at the camera because some people aren't looking.
Gel, you know, even more just being on the court. You know, kind of now getting adjusted to the speed, the physicality, you know, just learning how everybody likes to play.
That was okay, wait a minute. It's because I have it sped up. Because I was like, that was a dot. Hold on. Let's see how fast that actually was. Wemby, what the heck?
just learning how everybody likes to play.
It was a dot.
Learning when guys want to pick their spots. So just building that chemistry, these past 2 weeks have been special.
A good look inside the fabulous Moody Center in Austin,
Never mind.
Texas, as we proudly get you ready for Spurs basketball.
Marcus Aldridge.
The Spurs are ready to go.
They've talked a little bit about the importance of Austin, how much it means to San Antonio and to the Spurs, and just building our fans and our culture out here even more. I mean, it's a great opportunity. I feel like that just builds our fan base even more than it is in a wider range.
Well, we didn't really get much from that, did we? I do like it, though. Stefon Castle, very mature. I guess we can take that from there. Basically, sounds like he is getting ready as far as the physicality. He mentioned that. Just getting used to the speed. But honestly, guys, he's day one, like, NBA ready. I saw some people being pretty skeptical on whether or not he's going to be, like, he could start right now or whether or not he's good enough to, get significant minutes. I don't think you need to worry about that at all. He is one of the, first off, he's one of the highest picked players the Spurs have ever had. So that's number one. Number two, just the way that he plays, he's not going to be one of those guys that has to necessarily have the ball to be effective. He's so good defensively and has such a high basketball IQ that he's going to make the right play more often than not. Not really going to have to worry about whether or not he's NBA ready. He is definitely, undoubtedly NBA ready. If he's not NBA ready, then I don't think any rookie this season it could be considered NBA ready. Yeah. You think Castle starts game one? That's a tough one. Now that we know Devin Vassell is going to be out early in the season, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Pop gave Keldon the nod, with Keldon Johnson losing so much weight as well. Maybe he feels, hey, you can fit into that 2 spot for now. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I hope so. I think Castle will start for Vassell. I hope so. It makes sense for him to start for Vassell. I'm just trying to think how Pop would go about this. But maybe. I think if he starts for Vassell, that's a wrap. I mean, obviously he's going to lose his starting position to Vassell when he gets back. But I'm saying that's a wrap as far as, is he going to get minutes this season? I think if he starts right off the bat, he's going to look pretty good. And I think by the end of the season, he's a rookie of the year. He is the rookie of the year. All right, that's good stuff. We got to jump to some new stuff, though. That was good. That was nice. What will be his welcome to the NBA moment, I wonder? Get stripped, posterized, or ankle breaker? Castle? He's a really good defender day one, man. I don't know. And you also have CP3 and Wemby backing you, and Sohan being a really great defender. I don't know. I don't know if he'll be. I don't think he'll be as exposed. People are gonna be so worried about Wemby. I don't think he'll be as exposed as anybody else. So we might not really get to see a welcome to the NBA moment, right? I just might not see it. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean here, but Keldon Johnson, there were many occasions last season where, defensively he came up short or, he got stripped in a key situation or whatnot. And I don't think anybody was like, oh, welcome to the NBA. I mean, it happens to anybody, right? Brought up Keldon because he's been with the team for so long. And so it can happen to anybody. Yeah. No, I think he's going to be pretty good, though. All right, guys. I'm sorry, but give me 1 second, and I'll be right back. I have to do something really fast. Hold on. Should I put it on? This is one we never used. Not starting soon. Where's the be right back? There we go. All right, guys. I'll be right back. Give me a second, okay? All right, I'm back. Let's turn this down. Isn't Timmy training with him? I have no idea what we're talking about. I just came back. I have no idea what we're talking about. All right, so that was cool. Wasn't much there, but hey, it is what it is. All right, guys, let's dive into the next order of business. Gregg Popovich 14. Dude, we're gonna be live for a minute, aren't we? Yeah, we're gonna be live for a minute. This is why I speed these up. All right, Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell. We're gonna roll with Devin Vassell. Let's see what Devin Vassell has to say. So, before we get started, a few things to talk about before listening. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that Devin Vassell is actually going to benefit from the addition of Chris Paul, maybe more than anyone else on this team. Because last season, there were many of shots that he took that were very difficult, long twos. Even Charles Barkley said that he's going to have to improve his shot selection. I don't really think that was his fault. I don't think there was much he could have done there, right? I mean, the team just wasn't good enough. So there's that. And also, yeah, I just think Chris Paul is going to give him, easier looks. And wait, actually, I think that's about it. Oh, no, I know what I was going to say. That he's also going to get MIP. I think that he has a higher chance or better chance of getting MIP than even Wemby. I mean, he averaged, as well as he played last season, I think all of us were very impressed. He only averaged 19 points. You bump that up to 25. I mean, that's a big bump. But if you could get to 24, 25 with even better efficiency, yeah, dude, I'm calling MIP. He just makes every shot hard, but he makes them easier look. He bricks. I don't think that that's true. I mean, there were many occasions when he wasn't as good of a player as he is now, but there were many occasions when he played with DeJounte Murray and he could just knock him down if he was open, right? I thought Devin Vassell was going to be a 3-and-D. That's what I thought he would be. Like, he would be a spot up shooter 3-and-D, because that's how well I thought. Well, actually, hold on. I guess numbers don't lie. Let's see. Devin Vassell stats. Go to NBA or ESPN? Let's go to ESPN, guys. Let's go to ESPN and see stats. Okay, cool. Yeah, numbers don't lie. Yeah. So that's what I thought he was going to be going into this last season. I mean, he averaged nearly 39% from three. I didn't know if this was a fact or not, but I felt it was just in my heart. Okay, I just felt like he was a really great three-point shooter the season before, and he did not create almost any of his shots before this past season. Nope, bro. Check the stats. I'm looking at the. I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at it right here. Where would Dillingham end up in the lineup? We don't have Dillingham. We traded Dillingham. What? People forgot how good Devin was as a spot-up shooter. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought he was going to be. So I'm not worried at all as far as like... Yeah, we traded Dillingham on draft day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we traded him. We were never going to get Dillingham. We never wanted Dillingham. I think we traded him for, what we get, guys? 2030 and 2031 first-round pick from Minnesota, which if you look at the landscape of Minnesota, by 2030, I think Anthony Edwards is going to be like 29 years old. Obviously, Mike Conley will probably be gone. Gobert will probably be gone. They might be a pretty bad team by that point. So it was probably a good trade. That isn't horrible. It's kind of crazy to be able to trade a draft pick for 2 first-round picks. I'm pretty sure it was 2 first-round picks. If you guys can correct me, you know, it's been a minute since that happened. So, all right, let's listen. Did I turn this? All right, we turned the speed up. Quality, 1080p. Let's go. Wait. No closed caption. You guys got to listen. All right, put your listening ears on.
Great. Let's get this started.
Let's get this started. Oh, God, I can't hear any of this. All right, I'm going to try my best, guys. Let's listen.
Is November 1st your goal? Is that a realistic goal?
I think you mentioned surgery.
The date of my surgery was June 26th. No, that's my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. And November 1st everything will be reevaluated. Right now I'm on court, moving around really good, doing everything.
He said November 1st? God, that's going to be a minute. That's a lot of Stefon Castle.
I'm hoping to be back as soon as possible, so. Just coming in every day, being consistent, putting in the work, whether it's conditioning, whether it's lifting, whether it's getting on court, whatever it is, just coming in every day with a good mindset, a great mindset. And, you know, you have teammates who are uplifting you. You know, seeing everybody coming in each day just makes me easier and easier to come in and work harder. So trust me, I'm following the coach's advice.
So I'm pretty sure that was Carolina Teague, and she said, what does working your A off mean? Hold on. Let's duplicate it. I do have a clip of that. Here we go. Crap. Here we go. So you can actually hear her say it.
Hi, Devin. Coach Pop told me earlier that his advice to you was to work your ass off in rehab. What does working your ass off in rehab consist of?
Just coming in every day.
That's fine. All right, cool. All right, so we got it. All right, let's listen to the next one. Let's go.
Coming out before the end of the season, Joel said you thought you were going to be having a loss. So what happened between April and June and the surgery?
I got nothing, guys. I heard nothing there. I'm sorry.
Basically, I just tried to let it heal on its own, let it heal naturally how it is, and you know, I was hoping that it was supposed to heal how it was supposed to, and it just didn't heal how it was supposed to. So just needed to have surgery to clean it up, so I'd be 100%, and now I'm striding to. I feel better now than I felt pretty much at the end of the season, so that's a good thing. No, it just didn't heal how it was supposed to heal, and you know, at the end of the day, it was just nagging, so I just needed it to be gone.
So yeah, Devin doesn't know the specifics, I guess. It can't be difficult to plug the questions audio in the video. It really can't be. I don't really understand how this happened. I guess they're only picking up this mic so you hear. I don't know. This is dumb. I don't know why you can't hear them.
Yeah. Good. Keep going.
Have you worked with Chris and Harrison?
With the older guys. I've been working out with some of our bigs, just working on screen and rolls. Obviously, we're working with Vic and Zach and Bassey and a bunch of the guys. Not as much with guards as much, but I mean, each day I've been progressing more and more. So to answer your question, that'll be pretty soon.
Dude, I have no idea what any of this is. We might as well just ask our own questions and just watch him answer it.
More so. To answer your question, that'll be pretty soon.
Devin, when you make breakfast in the morning, do you put your peanut butter
I was super excited.
Okay,
first thing I've always been saying pretty much since I've got here is just more veteran leadership, and I feel like that's the first thing that he's going to bring. You know, he's a voice. He's talking even through open gym. Even today, like he's always talking, just bringing, you know, good words of encouragement, words of wisdom, and you know, I'm excited for that. For us to be able to take that next step, we need leaders and veterans and people who are going to help the locker room, and he's what better guy than CP?
Facts. Devin, Burger King, Wendy's, or McDonald's? Which do you prefer? Especially going through this rehab.
I think he's going to hold everybody to a standard. I think he's going to hold everybody accountable. That's really number one. Going through games where we have our lows, where we have, we might be going, other teams going on a run. CP and HB, those are going to be the guys who, they've been through it, they've seen it all. They'll help us, be able to turn that corner. And we had a lot of close games that we lost last year. I think that adding those two people are going to help us out a lot with that veteran leadership.
Devin, how long have you been waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6? We've all been waiting for that video game to drop, and it's been over a decade.
For sure. I see HB in here every morning. What is it, Jay? Almost like 7 a.m. he be in here. I came in early today, and it was 7 a.m., and me, CP, and HB were the people here. So just them instilling that, them working hard every day, us seeing that. Like I said, in open gym, CP's talking all the time. You see HB, he's getting steals. He's like, they're just leading by example, and it's huge for us because at the end of the day, like I said, that's some leadership and veteran leadership that we've been missing.
That is true. We definitely needed some veteran leadership. All right, that's not a lie. And I like this type of veteran leadership too. It's not the type of veteran leadership where you're bringing in guys to try to. I mean, the Spurs want to win right now. I don't mean it this way, but like you're not bringing in like superstar talent veterans, right? That's kind of going to go to waste because Wemby isn't even going to hit his stride, right? I don't think the Spurs are going to be a championship team, even if you brought in some really great championship ready veterans. That you just don't have that team yet. It's going to take some time. So I do like the idea of bringing in Chris Paul. Like you couldn't have got anything better. Like this is the best case scenario, is to bring in Chris Paul at that point guard position and bring in, he's a placeholder, but he's a good placeholder. Harrison Barnes at that small forward position that we desperately need, and this is a good way of just figuring out what works for Wemby, what works for Devin, what works for the team as a whole, and then you can kind of plug in where you need to. Good stuff. Great stuff. Okay, guys, we can't hear anything. Chat, we can't hear anything. So if you guys got any questions for Devin Vassell, please drop it in the chat. Okay, I'll make sure to ask him for you.
For sure.
What are your thoughts watching Victor in the game, especially in the
I think he asked him his favorite shoe brand. Let's see.
He's an alien. It's crazy. Some of the stuff that he does is still crazy. Even when I'm watching him right now when he's working out, like he's knocking down shots, you just don't expect that at his height. What he's doing, it's almost normal now. It's kind of crazy. But to answer your question, watching the Olympics, watching him grow and just be almost the voice of that team, like carrying them. Team USA, we have LeBron, KD, we have all these great players, and he's looking like he wasn't backing down from nobody, and that's the mindset, the attitude that we got to have this year. No matter who we're playing, no matter what arena we're walking into, we don't care who's in front of us. We're coming in to get a win.
Yeah, I'm sure all these guys are jealous of Wembanyama. Like, it's so obvious they love him. So, yeah. Oh, I see your question there. I got you. Devin, can you keep people from walking in front of the camera constantly? It's really starting to irritate us. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
he's still going on.
Really just being a sponge when it comes to CP, just seeing, what reads does he see, what is he looking at in the defense, where, I don't want to give out too much stuff, and if people start, trying to get what I'm, but at the end of the day, just being a sponge with CP, he's been here for a while. He understands the game. He's seen all different types of coverages. He's played with some of the best players in the world, so just trying to pick his brain and understand kind of what he sees.
Devin, which devil fruit did Wembanyama eat over the offseason?
I'm excited, man. I mean, I think that, it came out, I was hurt, and, it is what it is, but I'm excited. I feel the most healthy that I've been in a long time, and, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get back to Devin Vassell. I don't want to rush back into it and, not have another setback, so I'm just excited to get back on the court. I'm excited. I come in every day. I see everybody working. I see it's a great energy here. I can't wait for tomorrow with training camp and everything. I'm just excited to get back on the court, and as soon as I get...
We have a great team, okay? With him saying that he's excited, I think it's also just a personality thing, right? Hold on. I want to bring this up. I don't think... no, I saved it. Yeah, look at this roster, guys. Hold on. Ty Yeager posted it. Yeah, look at this roster. This is a really solid roster with a lot of good guys, too. Like Harrison Barnes, he's wanted to play for the Spurs for a long time. Bassey's mature. Brandon Boston, I don't know much about Brandon Boston. This is camp. This is the camp roster. But look at the maturity here. Malachi Branham is probably honestly, he might be the most immature out of all these guys, and he's very mature. And I only say that because, he made that burner account or whatever, but it's not that big a deal. You got Stefon Castle, Julian Champagny, Sidi Sissoko. Like, this is a really good energy, right? It's a really good, and it's so rare to be able to get guys that not only are talented but also have a very good head on their shoulders. And you only have 2 legitimate like veterans, right? You got Chris Paul, you got Harrison Barnes 12 years, Chris Paul nearly 20. That's a big deal, man. I really like this group. I wonder why Wemby is listed as small forward or as forward. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, let's see. Charles Bassey's at center. Zach Collins at forward/center. I don't know. Typo? That's strange. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Good eye.
Get back being able ready to play. Trust me, you'll see it.
You spent some time training with Victor. Have you found different Victor this year from last year?
I just kind of feel like the game is slowing down for him. He's seeing everything, the reads, what shot he wants to get to, finishing, just pretty much everything. I think every step of his game is growing, and it's kind of scary, for the numbers that he was putting up last year and the runs that he was going on, like for him to be getting better, for him to be improving, like it's gonna be scary for the league this year. I can tell you that.
He actually does look really excited. I feel like he's definitely more excited in this interview than we've seen in past ones. Not to say he doesn't. He shows this energy all the time, but I mean, I don't know, not to this degree. You get what I'm saying? He answered questions like this kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say frantically because that's like bad. Like that sounds like I'm talking bad about him, but I don't know. He just seems really happy.
Getting used to being sort of like defended like a number one perimeter. What did you learn about your game, about what it's going to take to play this role in the offense?
I think getting everybody involved is probably going to be number one for me. If I can get, if I can hit Vic on a roll, if I can hit HB on a corner shot and, kind of get everybody to where, they got to honor everybody else, then that opens up everything for me. And then after that, I can play and be aggressive and play my game. But I don't want to force anything. I don't want to force stuff in a double team.
No, wrong answer. Wrong answer, Vassell. Wrong answer. Vassell seems more determined than usual this year. Yeah, he does. Wrong answer. All right, we all know that he's capable of facilitating, right? We all know that he's capable of doing it. But this whole, I'll be aggressive once everyone gets their cookies. No, you take the cookies, all right? You attack, you take the cookies, and that will in turn open it up for everyone else. Can Devin Vassell please just attack and then pass? Last season, I felt like it was too much of that. It was too much, let me take a back seat. Like, no, undoubtedly, even right now, I would say Devin Vassell is our best offensive. Well, I mean, obviously Wemby is, but Devin Vassell, apart from Wemby, is our best offensive weapon, easily. Especially ISO player. I would say that Devin Vassell is a better ISO player than Wemby right now. But didn't he hate Wemby? Exactly. It's just so frustrating though. It's like, I like the mentality, man, but he's way better. Gosh, I'm not trying to say guys that do this is bad. It's just his game, how his game is. The best thing that he is at doing is scoring the basketball, right? It's not like he's a phenomenal facilitator and then secondary, he's a good scorer. Like he's a great scorer and then he's a secondary facilitator. I don't need Devin Vassell to make sure everyone gets theirs. Get yours first, and then when they start closing in on you, then you pass it out. But it seems like he does the opposite. Or he did the opposite way too often the last few years. I don't like it.
Team or force that. I just got to be able to see.
Force
make
it.
the right reads to start off the game.
No, force it. You're Devin Vassell. You're the only one that can force it.
Playoffs. That's it. That's all I see.
Thank you, guys. Oh, that was a cold inning. Somebody in the chat said earlier that it was going to be a cold inning. That is cold. That's cold. That should have been the interview right there. First question.
Everybody to where they got to honor everybody else, then that open.
First question.
A double team or force that. I just got to.
First question.
You're better. Vic is a year better. And he additions. What are the expectations for this season?
Playoffs. That's it. That's all I see.
Bye. Wait, Devin. We have way more questions. All right, that was really good. I actually genuinely liked that. That was cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this season. I get more and more excited the more I think about it. And my expectations go more and more high the more I think about it as well. At first, I was like, I don't even think we make the play-in. I'm kind of off of that now, man. I'm thinking the Spurs could be a 500 team. The more I look at this roster, the more I'm bought in on it. We have so many guys, like even our young guys are pretty ready, right? I don't think Sidi Sissoko's ready yet. Stefon Castle's the main one. I'm excited. All right, we got quite a few more to go through. Intermission, guys. Last night, I just want to rant, okay? I want to rant. Last night, hung out. So this weekend, hung out with my girlfriend, my partner. It was cool. It was a great time. Went car camping. All right, I very much so enjoyed it. I have not been that happy in a very long time. As far as that doesn't mean I've been depressed. I don't mean it that way. I mean car camping was so relaxing. I can't describe, even when it was even raining, I cannot describe how enjoyable it was. So I had a phenomenal weekend. I dropped her off yesterday. I was driving back at like 11:30, got pulled over. And when I got pulled over, I was very confused, right? I was very confused because I know I didn't do anything wrong. First off, with my speed and keeping up with what speed each town, because I had to go through like a small town. I'm never going this direction again, by the way. I had to go through some small towns, and I have a GPS system. I also have it's Google GPS or whatever. I also have, what's those things called that come, little panel that comes up over your steering wheel. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. Cause I have what are those things called? Cause I have it, I have a Kia Soul. I don't remember what that thing's called. Gosh, there's no pictures of it. What the freak? Okay, well, I'll just show you. Okay. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. I don't know what this is called. This is my car. I mean, this isn't my car, but this is my car. You see this little panel thing? Yeah, I have one of these little panel things, and it shows you exactly what the speed limit is where you're at. So I can see it right here what the speed limit is. I see right here what the speed limit is. Okay, HUD. Okay, it's just called a HUD. All right. So yeah, so I could tell you exactly how fast I was going. I was actually going 5 over the speed limit. So I get pulled over, and cop pulls up, and then 2 other cops pull up, a sheriff and another cop, and I'm like, whoa. I'm thinking they got the wrong guy. What the heck is going on, right? Because I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I went 5 over. And he comes up to the window and he's like, you know why you got pulled over? I was like, no. He's like, well, you went 15 over the speed limit. He said the speed limit is 45 and you were going 60. And I was like, well, I have it on my GPS and my HUD, and I saw it. I said it was 55. And he was like, oh, well, you know, that gets people a lot because when you're coming off some road or whatever, it changes immediately. No idea what he's talking about. I'm telling you guys, it was 55. I've been down that road before. It's 55. But anyways, he's like, well, let me get your license registration. You know, that whole spiel. He takes it, goes to the car. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I hate this. One of the sheriffs come up to my car and he's like, hey, there's nothing to worry about. We just protocol when we bring all these cops up here. I'm like, this is stupid. He comes back after 30 minutes, mind you. Shouldn't have took that long. Like, I don't know, what were you looking for something? Like, what the heck? Comes back 30 minutes later and he says, all right, I'm gonna give you a break here. All right. I wrote up a citation showing that you were going over 5 over the speed limit. And I'm like, oh, well, a break would actually just not give me a ticket at all, but okay. And he's like, all right, you can call in or you can, you know, send, you know how the thing goes, you know, you can send it before your court date. Guys, do you want to know when the court, God, you've had a ticket before, right? He just gave me a ticket, but you got a ticket before. When is your court date? Like usually when you get a ticket, when is the court date? How far ahead is the court date? Can someone tell me that? I really want to know. What have you gotten? When you got a ticket, how far ahead was the court date? What the heck? I once got a ticket for going 45 into 25. I thought I was in a 35. It sucked. They got me for reckless driving, but I got a prayer for judgment. This is about 7 years ago. Dang. Exactly. Court date usually is a month or 2 months ahead of time, like a month. Guys, you want to know when this court date was? They had the court date for October 11th. October 11th. Dude, is that even 2 weeks away? Hold on. That's next week. Next day? Oh, wait, really? Oh, that's pretty bad. Why would you have a court date for the next day? That's terrible. I've never gotten a ticket that was that. Like, usually it is a month ahead. And he was like, yeah, you can mail it in. I'm like, if it's next week, I can just mail it in? How would I even know? Doesn't it take 10 days to process or something? He was like, oh, well, it's up to the judge on how, quickly they have, how much you owe. And I'm like, what? So I called today. They already, all I said, I just gave him my name. Already had it ready for me. And they said, oh yeah, it's going to be $168. I said, oh wait, that might be a mistake. I said, because the officer said I was going 5 over the speed limit. And she says, yeah, that's right. And I was like, oh my God. And then she went on to say, all right, well, look, you got some options. You can send it in through mail, or you can pay it over the phone. If you pay it over the phone, that's an extra $20. Guys, I paid about $200. Tickets are around $100 to $200 for going. That's ridiculous. For going 5 over the speed limit. 5? At that point, just pull everybody over. 5? $200? I had a 500 one for going 80 too close to sunset. What? You already paid it? Yeah, what was I supposed to do? I definitely didn't want to go into court next week. It was next week. Like, I was like, don't they charge per mile over the speed limit? Dude, that's insane. I'm sorry. That's insane. You're just pulling me over for no reason at that point. Seems harsh. Seems ridiculous. And that was the cop giving me a break. I shouldn't have been pulled over at all. And also, why was he so quick to come off of the you were going 15 miles over the speed limit? Why was he so quick to go? It seems like I'm just trying to say, do you think it's a race thing? I don't know. Kyle, I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I'm trying not to get upset. All right. I already paid it. It's all cool. It's not cool, but it's all good. I'm never going through that again. I'm never going through that town. That small town's for you. Never going through that town again. That's insane. He went off it as soon as I said, oh, because I was thinking, this is what I thought. And after I thought about it, like today, after I paid it, I was like, oh my God, that was ridiculous. $200 for this. After I thought about it, I was like, when I mentioned that I have it on my system and I have it on my HUD, he didn't like question it too much. I wonder if he was like, oh, that would be, proof that he could probably use showing that. But once you find out that, oh, you actually did go over 5, if he did just believe that, like, oh, maybe, I don't know. It's just a scam, easy money for their donut budget. That's what it is, dog. To have, and that's another thing too. It's not like I haven't gotten a ticket before. I've gotten a ticket where it was deserved. It was years ago. But it was deserved. It was like I was accidentally going over like 10 or 12 or something. Like it was deserved. It was an accident, but yeah, sure. But yeah, usually it's a month ahead of time, maybe a couple months. You can, obviously you can pay it online. It got that whole deal. It's normal. That's normal. But when he said October 11th, next week is your court date, I was just blown away by that. I've never had that happen before. Yeah, they got to make quota. Is it? All right, guys, so I'm not super familiar with how this works. Is this also because it's near the end of the month? Do they have to hit it like at the end of a month, or how does that work? Was Officer Bribe, wink, wink. Just say I'm Clan the Spurs fan. Then I'll get arrested. Is that what it is? Okay, so it's at the end of the month? Yeah, they have to hit it at the end of the month. That's disgusting, dude. That's so disgusting. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. And you have to, you guys understand, okay? A lot of fans that follow on here. I mean, a lot of you guys are people of color, right? You guys understand how uncomfortable that is. I mean, I'll be lying if I said I wasn't like low-key scared, but how uncomfortable it is to get pulled over at night. Like, it was like 11:30 at night in a hick town with 3 cops surrounding your car, and you don't even know what you did wrong. Very uncomfortable. My advice, anybody, always be kind, dude. Try your best to be kind. And you might get just, he might throw you a bone and charge you $200. I call you crazy if you weren't scared. Yeah. It sucked, man. I hate it so much. It was so uncomfortable. Just overkill. What do you, and I'm sorry, no one can explain to me why you need 3. Why is it protocol that 3 cops pull you over for going 5? I'm sorry. I can't, no justification for that. I don't care. There shouldn't be 3 cops around my car over like this BS. And if he wanted to throw me a bone, he should have just let me go. Since when is 5 over illegal on top of that many cops? Dude, it's never. People go over. I've been in, well, regular towns, I guess. That's the skin tone protocol. Yeah. Straight race thing. It like, there's no, I know people will say, oh, don't make it a race thing. I'm sorry, dude. Like, I don't know, man. And even if they did that to anybody, that's BS. Like, I don't care. I don't know. I hate it. So yeah, I want to just rant about that because that's never happened before. That's never happened before, especially in cities that don't, not like that. It doesn't happen like that. At least for me. You able to sue them afterwards? Is it worth it? I don't know. Because my go-to now is just to never drive that route ever again. Because there was another route I was doing before, right? And I switched it to this one because I was like, oh, I get there 20 minutes quicker if I go this route. 2 things I'm going to do. Number 1, I'm not driving that late again. All right? I'm going to try to make sure if I get back, I'm getting back at least by 11. All right? And number 2, I'm just not driving that route. You got to fight tickets in court. If you don't, your insurance premiums go up. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's not worth it. You were going over the limit at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying too. Like it's like a technicality thing, you know? It's like, oh, I challenged this. I was going 5 over. I challenged this. And sometimes your premiums don't go up, at least from what I heard. I don't know. Never had this happen before. Like I said, I got a ticket before, but it was a few years ago. And I don't think my insurance went up. Yeah, bro. Freeway routes are the best for least cops, especially if you want to get there fast. Yeah, you can't go through those small towns, man. Yeah, but Hugo's right. Like, it's like, technically you're going over, so like, what is there to fight? Oh yeah, it's true, I was going 5 over. Okay, then you owe $200. Like, I don't know what you're fighting at that point, you know? That's crazy. Gosh, what 15 would have been? A lure can get you out of a ticket in which you are 5 miles over. I don't know. How much would a lawyer be? I'm just wondering how much, like, I guess what you're saying is in the long haul, you won't pay as much because your premiums won't go up, right? Is that what you're getting at? I think my insurance is over in November. I might switch my insurance anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I got you. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I won't say a word to my insurance company. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next thing. Sorry, I had to rant. All right. All right. Enough of that. All right, let's listen to Popovich. Wait, should we? All right, cool. Pop.
The cameras can't, they won't be able to get it unless you sit. Is it okay if you can't hear it? They need to stop like that and hear it? No. You can get it behind microphone? Yes. Please.
Pop legit was just gonna stand up there.
I always do what you tell me anyway. Does this work if I stand right here? Oh, good. I don't feel like sitting down. Okay, fire away. Somebody else.
That's funny.
Somebody younger. Me too. Mikey, what do you got?
Sorry.
Pop, how was your summer, and especially going to Paris for the games?
Actually, Istanbul was more fun. I went there first before I went to Paris. I didn't do a whole lot in Paris. I just went to Victor's games, USA games, the bistro for lunch, and then dinner. That's all I did. But Istanbul was a lot more fun for about seven days.
Hey, Coach,
Okay.
can you talk about just what...
That was boring. That was a boring question. No offense, but that was a boring question, a boring answer.
Paul brings to this team and kind of what you expect from him on the floor?
There we go.
Well, you all can probably answer that yourselves. You've seen him play for many years. But more than anything, he's going to be a great mentor for our young guys. That if you think about the people who came in when Timmy and Manu and Tony were here, they had good examples to look up to who had been in the league a while, that sort of thing.
That is true. That is very true. Especially Duncan. Duncan has some really good leadership coming into the league, for sure. He had Avery Johnson. Avery was basically the leader of that team. And then obviously you had David Robinson.
It's important in players' development. These guys, for the most part, haven't really had that. Even Victor, I mean, obviously he's super talented and that sort of thing, but he needs that also, just like everybody else who's young. So Chris and Harrison Barnes both provide that in spades. With their experiences, their work ethics, their professionalism, I can't even quantify how important that'll be for all the young players. So that's number one. Secondly, Chris, along with Harrison, they have high basketball IQ. I mean, they're going to make mistakes like every player, but in general, they're going to add a lot, decision making and that sort of thing that helps a club win.
Oh, Pop excited. Pop real excited, y'all. You can tell. You can see it in his eyes. Pop is so locked in.
Yes, sir.
Just speaking more, Chris, he's someone that's talked high about you for years, and now getting the chance to work with him on a day-to-day basis. Just for you personally, how are you feeling about that process?
I've despised Chris for many years. It was difficult to play against him because he's not just the consummate competitor, but he is a clever player. His IQ is off the charts, and it was always difficult because he's thinking ahead of all of us coaches and does that in a winning way. So he's one of those guys you learn to hate to play against him, but at the same time you respect the hell out of him, and you're almost honored to be on the same court so you can watch him do his thing. So to have him...
Pop is geeking right now, y'all. Pop is absolutely geeking. He is so excited. He is like me right before Anime Con. He is so locked in.
Working in our family is pretty special. Sometimes I have to pinch myself to think about having the opportunity to watch him on a day-to-day basis, because it's always been from afar.
Pop has always been this way, man. This is what makes him the GOAT, right? He looks at players and he doesn't necessarily see it as, oh yeah, I'm the authority over these players. Like, yes, he takes responsibility for the win-loss column. He takes responsibility for these guys learning, but at the same time, he can sit back and just appreciate their game. Like 2014 Spurs, they were so special because of Popovich as well, how he just kind of sat, especially at the end. You guys remember when we won the championship? When he just sat on the bench, he was like, I had nothing to do with it. Like, that amount of humility, that amount of humbleness is just huge, okay? It's contagious. Other players see their coach being a sponge and saying, hey, I'm here I can learn from players, and they're like, wow, you have that much respect for us. We can learn from you. We can learn from the coaching staff. We can learn from each other. I don't know. That's huge, man. He's like a kid in a candy store. Do we still say that? Kid in a gaming store.
Coach, you had a couple guys play international basketball this summer. What do you think that did, playing in a FIBA setting, for those guys overseas, and then also too, particularly Victor? How would you assess his play in the Olympics over the summer?
Victor was great. He improved steadily throughout the Olympics and ended up being very formidable. But for all the players over all these years that have played in FIBA and gone in the summertime, it's always a plus. It has been for our players and players on all the other teams, without exception.
Yeah, and no disrespect, but Vane in the chat, I mean, it's kind of true, right? He said true compared to Phil Jackson, who's a narcissist. For Phil Jackson, it's all about him. Phil Jackson, it is a lot about just Phil Jackson, right? Now, Phil Jackson was really great at managing egos, right? That's what he was really great at, managing egos, getting them together to win. His schemes were really, good as well at that time. I mean, no one's trying to do it now. I don't see any triangle offense today, but he did a really great job for what he was. But you are true. You're right. I think Phil Jackson was really about Phil Jackson. And that's why he doesn't admire people like Popovich, and that's why he talks so much trash about the Spurs, saying, "Oh, it's a what did he say? He said it was a hyphen on our '99 win because it was a shortened season." Like, I don't know, certified hater, dude.
Paul, you spoke very highly.
Where are you? Yes, sir.
Paul, you spoke very highly of Stefon Castle. Suddenly, I was wondering, how have the plans changed for his utilization this season, especially at the beginning of the season now that Devin Vassell is going to be on the shelf?
I have no idea. Maybe you guys caught that, but I'm sure Popovich's answer will understand. I hope Pop is okay that he has to walk around. Yeah, he's old.
I have no idea. I don't know who's going to start. I'm thinking Victor's going to start.
Easy. What do you mean he doesn't know who's going to? I'll tell you guys who's going to start, all right? Chris Paul is going to start. We know for a fact Devin Vassell is going to start when he gets back. Jeremy Sohan is going to start. Barnes is going to start. Wemby's going to start. Come on. The Pop Glaze. Pop is just pretty great. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, okay. I guess as far as that spot at shooting guard, we don't really know. We can go with Stefon Castle, but I wouldn't be surprised if you put Keldon in that spot, knowing that he lost 33 pounds and he has years under his belt. Hilarious answer by Pop. All right, let's go back one.
I don't know who's going to start. I'm thinking Victor's going to start because I'm really smart. After that, who the hell knows? We'll see. It's up to them. They'll show me. They'll tell me who's going to start.
Is that how that works? What does that mean? Can someone tell me what that means? What does that mean? Okay, Victor's going to start, and then they'll tell me. I mean, I don't think any player is going to come to Pop and say, Pop, I should start. But I guess them playing with each other, they need to prove themselves. I get that, but he said that they'll tell me. Does he just mean... I don't know. I don't understand. I guess what Pop is saying is, we'll see, and they'll know who should start over whom. Look, even if it is up to the team, Chris Paul is going to be in there. Harrison Barnes is going to be in there. As far as who starts over there, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I do prefer Keldon Johnson coming in behind Harrison Barnes. I just think that looks better. I do not want Keldon as shooting guard. I don't think he'll make a great shooting guard, even with the lost weight. Stefon Castle has shown that he can play shooting guard, so I would put him in there. The ones who play the best will say it without words. Yeah, I guess we can interpret it that way.
What if I don't want to? Okay. Just want to make that clear.
Hey, Pop ready to
Hit me.
Pop ready to fight. Ready to throw hands.
Specifically, what do you see from him this summer? Physical growth, confidence-wise, everything that he gained from the success that he had.
See, you ask me these questions, and then you give me the answers. You're like one of those commentators on TV. Does it drive you crazy? You're listening, they have a really good guest, but the person interviewing them goes on for like a minute and a half. And you just want to say, shut up and let them answer the question. They just go on and on and on. They want everybody to know how much they know. So, yes, he increased his aggressiveness. See, you're interrupting me already. You're still doing it. You already asked me the question. Thank you, sir. His aggressiveness was the big thing. In physical.
I have no idea who we're talking. Guys, who are we talking about right now? Which player? Can chat tell me really quick? Look, I got you guys on low latency, so I can react to it pretty fast. Who are we talking about? Only way Castle starts though is if he's tanking for Cooper Flag. What? Which I think Pop Spurs are. They should definitely trade Devin before his stop drops. Eric, that was a terrible comment. Eric, that was terrible. Come on, man. That's a terrible comment. Can someone tell me who we're talking about here? All right, we'll just listen. Maybe we'll get some hints.
Physicality, the way you just mentioned, in all honesty. He's understanding what it takes, what he's going to get, and what he has to give back to counter that kind of thing. And FIBA is much more aggressive than the NBA. So it was a wonderful little petri dish for him. So,
okay, we're talking about Wemby.
To speak, to be able to have to do that every day in every game, and that's where he really rose as a
Wait, are we talking about Sohan? Oh, we're talking about Wemby? Okay.
It went along. And secondly, I think you mentioned confidence, and again, you're correct. I think he scored 26 points against the USA team in the finals.
Okay, we're talking about Wemby.
And it was kind of like a David Robinson thing where I didn't really know he had 26 points. You just kind of watch him play, but he did this and he did that.
Dude, yeah. Pop is right. I think I said that. I think a lot of us said that, right? Like, it was kind of weird because by the end of the game, I was like, okay, Wemby had like 12 or 14. I was like, he had 26? What the heck? Because it seemed like it started off where, he got some really impressive points in the first quarter, and then it felt like he died off, but I guess he didn't. It was like, wow, he's doing so many things on the court till, yeah.
And he did a lot of different things. The game would end sometimes with David, and I'd say, what the hell did David do tonight? Say, Pop. They'd say 24 points, 12 rebounds, so and so and so and so. It was like that with Victor because he can do so many different things. So those two areas, he was great.
Super impressive.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying you had some experience with Harrison Barnes on the team.
Yes.
What did you learn about him through that experience?
That's basically where I fell in love with him. He's one of those.
Keep in mind, Harrison Barnes has always wanted to play for Pop, okay?
Avery Johnson kind of guys. He gets every ounce out of the ability that he has. And he's efficient. He's a leader. He's a great teammate. He just goes to the next play. Whether it was a turnover or makes a three, he's not impressed or depressed. He just goes on and plays. So I gained a great deal of respect for him and have been actually trying to figure out a way to get him here ever since.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was going to actually just say that. But yeah, Harrison Barnes has been wanting to be a Spur for a long time. So yeah, I know I've been saying that for weeks now, but hey, confirmed, right? Confirmed.
Yes, sir.
Victor improving in the addition to Chris and Harrison, what are your expectations for the team and the new lines
Our expectations are the same as they've been from the first year I coached. We want to be the best possible team we can be, and that's individually as far as development goes, which has obviously been a big factor in the last couple of years, and then team-wise, how to play.
If Devin missing more than 30 games, trust me, Castle, his replacement, we definitely shopping him next summer. Eric, you want to know who's the replacement? You want to know who's the replacement? Who's Castle's replacement? or who's going to be replaced by Castle? Chris Paul. Chris Paul is going to be replaced by Stefon Castle, not Devin Vassell. Those two play completely two different games. Like, Devin Vassell is a shooting guard. Castle is a combo guard, but Castle is going to take Chris Paul's position. We can see him as a very good point guard. He's not going to take Devin Vassell's.
Play, what it takes to win, that sort of thing. So those are our goals. And they always have been. Even when we were a championship caliber team, we never said we're going to win this many games and this is what we want to do. It's never a point of discussion at all, and never will be.
What are your expectations for your
I want everybody to get better. I have great expectations for every player, both individually and team-wise. That's, you know, he said, well, what area do you want so-and-so to improve in? We want them to improve in all areas. It's not just somebody's got to rebound, or somebody's got to shoot, or somebody's got to block out better. Somebody's got to be a better assist person. We want everyone to improve in all the facets of the game. Yes, sir.
The combination of Chris Paul and
I think it's pretty cool.
Chris Paul with Wemby? I don't know what this question is. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
We haven't had any practices, and they haven't spent a lot of time together. You know, they've been working out and that kind of thing, but I don't know what they do when they go to the locker room. Hopefully it's going well.
Coach, City Sissoko spent most of the last season in the league.
Pop is a scary person, right? I think he's like genuinely a good guy. Like, I don't say that just about any like coach, any player, any celebrity, whatever. I truly do. Over the years, from testimonials of other players, from his actions and his stances on things, I think Pop truly is a good person, but he is scary, dude. I could not imagine being an interviewer for Popovich because, like, you know, there's days where he could be like pretty snappy or get pretty upset, right? Like, he's not in the mood for it, and then he makes these jokes, and it's like, are you joking? Are you genuinely upset? Like, I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't know. He is so on and off. He really is, dude. He's terrifying. I think in this environment, it's fine, but after a game, I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know.
He's somebody that I've been excited about since day one.
The multi-personality Pop is not cool, though. Yeah, it's not like how he just kind of flips. Pop is just, he's so old. I don't know. He's just so old, dude. I don't know. I don't want to give him an excuse there. Like, I know that there's bias here because I truly do like Pop, like, as a person. But, yeah, you're right. It's not cool.
Look at his body, and then you observe his athletic abilities. It's pretty impressive. So with Cedi, it's a matter of maturation, forming habits, being consistent, and growing in that regard, because it's all there to be a very important player in the program.
See, and that's how I agree. I agree with that too. I think a lot of you guys not that bought in on Cedi Sissoko, which, I mean, there's really nothing right now that I could like point to say, oh yeah, this is what he can do right now. I personally don't think Cedi Sissoko is NBA ready. I think that he still needs a little bit more work, some more reps, and I'm going to give him obviously a huge benefit of the doubt, and I'm also going to give him some patience because I think he deserves that. But I'm giving him that mostly because he lost a lot of weight recently, so that's something he's getting used to, and you know, just the type of player he's going to be. He has very high basketball IQ, but he's raw, and you know, those type of guys take time, and it's not like he's a lottery pick, right? I mean, he's not like, where did Cedi Sissoko land in the draft, guys? I'll let the chat tell me. If you don't figure it out in a couple minutes, I'll just look it up. I'm pretty sure it was like late second round, mid second round. I don't recall.
So we'll see how he progresses.
One more question about Vincent Collet, former international.
Sure.
Coach, he said recently he would love to coach in the NBA and he would love to be here in San Antonio with you and Miami. Is that something
you want me to fire one of my assistants?
No.
Oh.
Late second round.
Is that something you talked about with him?
Coach Collet is a good friend. He's a great coach. And he's like many coaches in Europe. I mean, you don't have to be an American to coach an NBA team. It seems that that's
Castle.
the way it is.
I don't think Castle did media day.
Reality, but it's sort of a
Yeah,
unintended prejudice, just like it used to be with players. Those guys can't play here. They won't. They won't adjust
44th.
culturally.
Okay,
They
he's
don't
a
play
44th
defense or
overall
whatever it
pick.
was. And then we all started bringing them over, and people realized that was baloney. And it's the same with the coaches. There's a bunch of coaches over there that could be doing as good or better job than we're doing. So Coach Calais is definitely in that category.
Huh? If Castle was point guard, we would have cut Blake or Trey. Put him in faster. Why would we have cut Blake or Trey if he was the point? That's not necessary. Castle was the best player available. All right, that's first and foremost. You're still trying to figure out who's going to be your point guard. Trey Jones, at the end of the day, is a backup point guard. Blake Wesley isn't even much of a point guard, to be honest with you. I don't think he's that great of a point guard. I think Blake could potentially be a two-way player, and defense is what mainly kept him in the game. Playmaking didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. You're still evaluating, man. It's not like you're just going to cut Blake and Trey right off the bat. But, yeah, no, I don't really understand that. Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at with that. Especially since we know Chris Paul is going to be gone soon, so.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, that's Carolina T. Oh gosh, hold on. I hope he's not mean to her. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Yes. Right. Work your ass off in rehab. Great. Does everybody know that? Devin's out? That's out there somewhere? Okay.
When we talked to Chris after he signed,
He answered that one fast. He gives it a short. Yeah, that was pretty short. I mean, there's really not much he could say to it, I guess.
He's not here just a mentor. He really didn't at all. You sort of respect that, and can that be something you feel by itself, just to lead by example, just be here to win?
Well, I think the best way to answer that is when he I'm trying to remember where I first spoke with he and Harrison during the summer. We were, I don't know, maybe it was a summer league. I'm not sure, but we were all in the same place, so we got to talk. And he wanted to know, Pop, what do you expect from me? What do you want me to do? How do you want me to play? That kind of thing. And I was very simplistic. I just said, be Chris Paul. That's all I want to do. I want him to be Chris Paul and play like he's always played. I probably won't coach him a lick. I'll just try to infuse what our strategy is and how we play and what we're looking to do and that kind of thing. Give him as much.
This is NBA coaching, ladies and friends. Ladies and friends? Why did I say it like that? Ladies can be friends as well. This is coaching. I think a lot of people think that not Chris Paul, oh my God, that Popovich is like this dictator over basketball and you have to do these things specific way and he's going to hold this player back. He's not. He sees how everyone plays and then he, plays on the strengths of the team. He always does that. Sometimes he can put you in uncomfortable situations to make you a better player, but for the most part, he tries to see, are ladies not your friends? They are. Everyone's my friend. What were we talking about? Moving on.
As much information as I can, but he's going to play and be Chris Paul. Yes.
You guys say Zach Collins to be ready to go for the start of the camp?
Zach and Charles will be ready to start training camp. And as you all know, obviously Devin's not. And I think that's it. I think everybody else is ready, right, Don? I think.
What I understand, I think having early November should be less than dislocation or
I don't know. When somebody's out, they're out. And we concentrate on who's in.
Yeah, you can't think too much about that.
And then I walk in the training room every day and say, how's it going in here? That kind of thing. So until they tell me he's ready to go, I don't try to think it's going to be here, it's going to be there. Let's go. Sit. Okay. Have a great year. Good to be back.
All right, good stuff. Great stuff. Am I the only one that feels like Wemby looks different? Shoot, man. I don't know. Let's see. Looks different. He looks slightly bigger. Like, he definitely has more definition. Right? And this is without the blood pumping and all. And yeah, he looks bigger. Shoulders look a little bit broader. We know that he gained 5 pounds, so maybe that's that. Matt Bassey, girlfriend, she said he's super ready for the season. I bet he is. I bet he is ready. All right, that was good stuff. No, they said 25, not 5. What are you saying? No, oh, no. Guys. Wemby did not gain 25 pounds. They're wrong. He was listed last season during media day. He was listed at 230. Now he's at 235. I know that they said that it was 210. It was not 210. He was 230 and now he's 235. So he gained 5 pounds, not 25. They were just wrong. That came, I think that came from NBA's website. You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let's see. Trying to see what all the stuff we got here. Yeah, here we go. Even Ty Yeager posted it. So Spurs weight changes from 2023 to 2024. Wemby 230 to 235. Yeah, he didn't gain. Oh, well, you know what? I was wrong about Keldon. I think earlier I said Keldon lost 33. No, lost 10. He looks like he lost 33. 210 was Bull. Yeah, he was never 210. Or maybe he was 210 years ago. I don't know. He should go to 240, 245, and that's it. Yeah. 240, 230, 245 is probably good for him. Sohan went up a lot. 10 whole pounds. Vassell went up a little bit. Mama went down a little bit. At this point, when you're like within 5 pounds, I can't even tell if that's on purpose or not. I don't know. It's like you're just around that, you know? Let's see. Malachi went up 10. See, that's on purpose. Collins remained as 240. Wesley remained at his 190. Anything over 250 is going to worry me. Yeah, don't get it 250. Don't even touch that. Good stuff. Great stuff, actually. Yeah, but don't buy into. Yeah, he was no 210. That's crazy. I think 210 was on pre-draft. He wasn't no 210, man. That had to have been a long time ago. All right, let's see. Oh gosh, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting kind of tired here. Should we? Gosh, we still got some big ones to hit. How long have we been live streaming? An hour and 23 minutes? Should we just go live again tomorrow? Is that what we should do? Come on. But I can go live again. You sure? Yeah, I mean, I can go live again tomorrow. All right, we'll do screw it. We can keep going. Harrison Barnes praised the player you weren't expecting. Do Wemby next? Okay. We'll no, dude, just do Chris Paul next. He did enter the league at 210. So he went from 210 and gained 20 pounds from entering the league at 210 to training camp? I don't think that's true. I have a hard time believing that Wembanyama went from 210 entering the NBA to 230 once he joined the Spurs for training camp. I don't think that's the case. He was 230 when he went into the league last season, and now he's 235. He gained 5 pounds. Also, guys, think about it. How would he have gained that amount of pounds when a big chunk of his summer consisted of playing in the Olympics? Like, he didn't have enough time to gain that much weight. I can't think of many players that gain that much weight. That's a lot of weight. 25 pounds? He didn't gain 25 pounds. He gained 5. I promise you all, Chris Paul gonna say is, I'm just trying to play. Maybe. It's bogus. Yeah, I don't think he gained no 25 pounds. That's great. He didn't come into the league 210. All right, let's listen to Chris Paul.
Yeah, I think now it has been a lot of battles over the years, but I've had enough time to get here, get settled in, seen a lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces, and now we're ready to go.
I hate this face. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be in a thought bubble. I'm sorry. I got PTSD when it comes to Chris Paul. Okay, I hate this face. This smug face. His trickery to beat us. I hate him. He's one of us now. God, I hate that face. I'm gonna love it this season, but good God, when he's gone, I'm a hater again. Oh, I'm salivating to be a hater again. I can't tell if that's Carolina Teague. He's looking over there, so I think that's her.
I came in maybe like a month ago for a week, and then I got here again probably about a week ago. But it's been great. The organization's been amazing. We got a great group of guys on the team. Everything's been seamless. It's the most amount of time, obviously, I've ever spent here. But everybody's been so nice and gracious, and I'm grateful for it. Man, I mean, I didn't just choose the Spurs. They obviously, chose me also. And looking at the team and also just the ability to play, to hoop, to get back to playing. I think that's the motivation, is to compete and to look at the team that they have here. Obviously, Pop.
True. Sorry, I don't have much to add to that.
Oh, it looked like it could be a great fit, and I'm just excited about the new experience.
These are boring answers. Come on, Chris Paul, give us something.
Yep.
Have you had a chance to spend much time with Stefon Castle? If so, what are your first impressions of him?
Not too much.
He lit up a little bit. Did you see that? When asked about Stefon Castle? Am I tripping here? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. Something happened here. Let's watch again.
Have you had a chance to spend much time with Stefon Castle? If so, what are your first impressions of him?
First impression of Stefon Castle.
Not too much time, other than us hooping the past week, and I was in Vegas with him for a little bit. And Steph's cool, man. I was a huge fan of his when he was in college. He joked a little bit too much, though, talking about I was at Wake Forest around the same time as his dad. You know what I mean? But it's been a lot of fun. I'm telling you, man, for the short amount of time that I think our group's been together, we really had a good time.
He got excited. I think they already have like a low-key friendship going on, huh? You need to see after the photo session. There was more? If you can tell me who has that on Twitter, I can look them up on Twitter during this. If not, we're moving on.
You mentioned Pop. He was up here a little while ago.
He asked for the pics with Castle? Really? Okay.
Said that he's despised you for years.
Yeah, it's mutual.
Yeah, his dad actually played with Timmy in college. Yeah.
But not so much anymore. What was the initial conversation like with him? I think you said that he had dinner with you and Harrison and went out and talked to you all.
Yeah.
What was that like, that conversation like?
It was interesting. I mean, the first conversation I had with Pop when I signed here, I think I was in Vegas and we talked on the phone, and he just said he wanted me to come in and be me. you know. And then when him and Harrison talked, he talked about how excited he was about the guys and the team, and he just wanted us to come in and try to fit in and blend in and teach and help as much as we could.
That's exactly what Pop said. So we know that Pop isn't a liar.
Yeah.
What is that like, playing your game while also mentoring the team? I think that's what he said.
Look like it's always looked. You know what I mean? Like you hoop, you play, you talk, you communicate.
These are questions where I don't know. I'm not saying this is a bad question. It's just one of those where it's like, how do you answer that, right? I don't know what questions you could ask Chris Paul that will be a good question. I honestly, I'll be real with you guys, okay? If I had a media pass and I was there to ask questions to these players, I probably would ask, I know this is probably a bad idea, I'll probably ask the internet before every day. Like, I would go live and then ask you guys, what questions should we ask? And then, you know, weigh it out with that. Because I don't know. I really don't know what questions to ask for something like this. It's pretty tough.
I think that's what we did, playing pickup and training and getting ready for camp to start. But I'll have to get to know the guys. They'll have to get to know me and Harrison. Of course, we've known each other, but never been on the same team. So there's a building phase and a process to it. But I'm sure anybody on the team will tell you we want to learn and build and try to win at the same time.
Chris, right here.
Yes, sir.
Don't touch it.
Very young team in KC and how then go to the fights. How much is it like the same, and do you feel like it's actually better?
Every situation is different, and I'm grateful for all of them. Every experience is different. That OKC experience was great. So was Phoenix and even Golden State last year. But I'm excited about this. It's new, exciting, and I think we got a chance to have a great year.
Obviously, in the little bit of time you've had to work out with Victor.
That little thing he does where he's like, I can't do it. He looks a little bit like Denzel when he does that. That's a Denzel look.
This summer, wondering if even in that little time you noticed stuff that maybe didn't jump out at you even last year and watching you competing against him.
Yeah, it's always different getting a chance to see someone on a daily basis, right? When you're playing during the season, you see it on Sports Center or the scout when you get ready for them.
52 wins, calling it now, Eric. That's crazy. I'll be real with you though. I'm close to 500, my boy. I'm close to 500. CP looks like a turtle. No, he doesn't. Can we say? All right, let him leave the Spurs first, and then we can have that conversation.
So it's been really cool to see it day in and day out, and it's not just the playing the games. It's the work that goes into it, the training and all of that. So I'm excited, just like anybody else, to get a chance to play alongside him, along with a lot of the other guys on the team.
You mentioned that you've not played with Harrison Barnes before, but you've been in the league a while too. What do you see as his best NBA skill?
Chris Paul certainly still has gas in the tank. I agree with you. You said, I think he takes the team to another level. No, he really will. He really will. A lot of the issues that the Spurs had last season, we got nothing. We just got better. Much better. I think we finished games better too. He's not going to miss one lob, mind you. Like, this is literally one of the greatest to ever do it. If he misses some lobs, then anyone would have missed the lobs, you know? It's going to take adjustment, though, to play with Wemby. It's not going to be, like, easy right off the bat, I don't think. But Trey Jones had games in which he had, like, 10 to 12 assists. So I don't know what Chris Paul number is going to look like. I'm pretty sure he's excited about that.
HB is he's just a consummate pro, right? And
All right, you're pressing buttons.
It doesn't take long to get a chance to see guys' routine. And he's in LA during the summer like myself, so we trained pretty much 3 times a week or whatnot once we both signed with the Spurs. So me and Harrison seen a lot of each other before we got here. It was all good. Yeah, we figured it out. Nah, it was all good.
Carolina Teague asking a question. I think that's Carolina Teague. I don't even know what the question is.
I talk to the guys all the time. You know, we got a really good locker room as far as Keldon and all the other guys. I didn't know Trey for a long time. Trey came to my camp when he was in high school or college. Harrison came to my camp when he was in high school or college. So I done known a lot of these guys for a long
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
long time. So, like I said, we got a team group chat that started a month ago or whatnot. So aside from hooping and playing basketball, you spend a lot of time with each other. And so it's a great group to be around. I can honestly say that, and I mean it.
Oh, that was sweet. I can hear him. Chris Paul, what do you think of playing the Spurs fan?
It's funny, I had a call about that yesterday, so absolutely.
Oh, you did? All right, well, guys, that's pretty cool. So he got a call about me for some reason. All right, we're done with this interview. Not really. Let's keep going.
Trying to see what I can do to help to make sure people get out the polls and stuff like that. So, yes, actively trying to work on it. I think the biggest thing that I hope I can bring to this team is just the competitiveness, right? We talk about it all the time. Playing hard is a talent, but it's not enough, right? So this team here done already showed the ability to play hard and to compete night in and night out, but now we got to figure out how to translate that to wins. And so I'm hoping I can help with that.
Dude, we are so back, guys. We are so back. And yeah, all right, so this is the good news. All right, here's the great news. This is the only player that I think is going to get a lot of heat from Chris Paul is probably Malachi Branham. And that doesn't mean that I'm saying Malachi isn't a winner. Malachi is going to be very important as far as being that catch and shoot three-point shooter that we need, right? But the reason why I say Malachi is because he's the one that's the most like, gosh, what's the word? I know Pop used something. What did Pop say about Malachi Branham? Oh gosh, what was the word that he used? I'm gonna say passive, nonchalant. There it is. Yeah, nonchalant. Okay, yeah, about the same thing. Yeah, to me, he's like the most passive player that we have. With gosh, I was trying to stop her from jumping up here. He's the most passive player we have, and you know, like Pop said, nonchalant. So I think he'll be getting on to him. But everyone on this team has already shown that they compete. They go hard, right? So I think Chris Paul is just gonna kind of bring some IQ, some better IQ to the team, because certain things, there's only so much Pop can see and there's only so much Pop can say, but having someone actually on the court with you and showing you how it's done is super important. So,
and Victor, I could probably show him how to dunk. You know what I mean? Something, I don't know. I think for me with him, it's going to be just trying to help him settle in more. You know, coming in as a rookie like he did with all the expectations, and for him to play as well as he did and to know the expectations.
This means he's going to find Wembanyama's spots. Girl, you are touching buttons on the keyboard. Hold on. You're making this hard. All right. Back in there. Back in your backpack. No. I'll let you out in a minute. She's going to be okay. She's a good girl. She's going to be okay.
To be even higher this year. I think, you know, I can just hopefully help in his growth, right?
He got to find his spots. When he says settle in, Wemby does so much in the middle of a game to the point where it's really nice for us to know that he has that in his bag. And it's going to come in handy, no doubt about it. Every other game, we're going to see something incredible. Maybe every game we'll see something incredible. And those things are important, especially when we get, you know, deep into a playoff series or we absolutely need a win. Or we're in a game 7, he's going to be able to do something insane that no one can stop, right? He doesn't have to go to a go-to move. If the go-to move isn't working for the game, he can do something that's like, what the heck was that? And it's going to go down as one of the top 10 Wemby plays, right? On those lists that we'll see 20 years from now. So we know that. We know that for a fact, that those things are important. But what's most important right now, I think, is what Chris Paul is saying, which is come into yourself, relax. Let's figure out what your go-to move is.
And just, I don't know, help where I can.
Oh, JW, check this out. Hold on, I got something for you. That's cool. You don't have to watch me. Watch this. Goodbye, buddy. Goodbye. Goodbye, buddy. we'll keep listening to Chris Paul.
What's going on?
What do you think this team needs? And when do you say, this is going to help push it to the next level? What would that be?
I don't know, man. That's why I popped the coach. I'm trying to come in and hoop. You know what I mean? I played against these guys last year. I watched them. Obviously, we talk all the time, and I watched film. I saw how a lot of games last year, they be winning, and then, you lose it down the stretch. So hopefully just to, I don't know, maybe a calmness in those times and just make sure and understand that we still going to have growing pains and issues or whatnot, but just, allow them to use their voices and make sure that we grow as a team more than anything.
True. Sent to the Shadow Realm? Yeah, sent to the Shadow Realm. Banned him! Banished! Forever!
Playing. You know what I mean? Like, see, I know that sounds really generic, but I think for me at this point, this being my 20th season and being away from my family, I love to play basketball, right? And if I'm going to be away from my family, then I want it to be meaningful. I want to play, I want to compete. And so this was the best opportunity to do that. And knowing this organization and knowing Pop and knowing the resources that they had, I felt like this would be the best fit. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. That was cool. We got more out of it than you guys probably thought we were going to get out of that. Let's see what some of the people said in the chat. Not the chat, but the comment section. We see him around quite often. The year 2024, approximately 150 years after the invention of the microphone, and yet it is too complicated to get in front of the press people asking the questions. Get one in front of the press people asking the question. That is weird. And you can barely hear them too. I don't understand that. If you don't do it for this, when would you do it, The playoffs? Can't wait for the season to start. Dude, I'm so excited. Let's see. Love my Spurs. Go Spurs, go. Let's go. Year 20 is about to be special. It really is. It's about to be crazy. Back in the days. All right. Anyways, that was good stuff, man. Nothing here really stands out necessarily. But I do like how he lit up when mentioning Stefon Castle. And I think what he said about Wemby is very telling, that, yeah, it's going to really come down to Wembanyama, getting to his spots, things calming down a little bit. Every video's comment is just to get mics. It's just strange. All right, great stuff here. Let's see. Gosh. We could easily just go live tomorrow. Bally Sports is gonna be on Amazon Prime this year. Did that deal already come through, guys? You say, how do you say Bally Sports? Is it already on Amazon Prime, or isn't that deal in the future? Did they get the deal done? I feel like that deal is in the future. Let's see. Oh crap! Had to move my Bally Sports. Once this agreement is approved, it goes into effect. Okay, when does it get approved? Okay, last year Bally Sports. Okay, someone in the chat just confirmed it. Yeah, because usually deals don't go through that fast. Let's see the Spurs. Hold on. Spurs. Get it going. So, like I told you guys before, I don't go live during games that often. But this is one where we might have to go live, dog. We might have to go live for this. Let's see. Monday. Next Monday. Preseason. we got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the OKC Thunder. We might have to go live for that. October 9th is my birthday. I don't think I'll be able to go. Well, do I want to go live for my birthday? I don't know if I want to go live for my birthday. Wait, Monday? Monday is our first preseason game. Yes, it's literally a week from now. That's how close everything is. And then the actual season starts up at the end of October. Yeah, we got quite a few games. We got the 7th, the 9th, the 12th, 15th, 17th. How did I think it was 2 weeks away? I feel like last season was... Hold on. Oh, wait. We have enough to go all the way back? How far back did it take us? Let's see. All right. Preseason last season. No, preseason last season was this early too. All right. I bet the Spurs content creators don't watch things they upload, especially interviews. They could have fixed this mic problem. What? 1019 is team scrimmage. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's not on here. That's cool. I don't know if I'll watch the team scrimmage. You guys actually watched the team scrimmage? I don't think we looked at that last season. I think that's something I kind of skip over, right? Oh, let me say this. Guys, please follow the Discord. Wait a minute. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. But you know what? I'll drop it in the chat. I do need to start pushing this because I want as many people over in the Discord as humanly possible before the season starts. Shoot. Where's the Discord? I'm geeking out. Where the heck is my Discord? Here it is. All right, this is the Discord. I'm gonna send you guys a link. And throw it in the chat. Here we go. So here's the Discord link. Make sure you join it. We're going to try to get as many people in there as possible before the season starts. Just to give you a little bit of a rundown what's going on in Discord. So as you can see, once you join, you can jump into, welcome to the clan. You can introduce yourself, blah, yada, yada. This is where all the main Spurs stuff go on. So if you want to just talk Spurs in general, you go to the Go Spurs Go chat. We have the game threads, in which this is when games are actually going down. You can jump in, you talk about stuff there, create posts, all that good stuff. Also, this is during draft, so you probably don't care about this, but if there's any draft prospect you want to talk about, drop it in there. There's a lot of stuff here. Got some show and tell stuff, so if you got anything you want to show off, like this person has a signed Keldon Johnson shirt, not 100% sure, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff. These are kind of my favorites. Obviously the Go Spurs Go one, but my favorites is video game talk, anime and manga talk, meme dumps, music talk, movie and TV, food threads, just anything, right? And also, if any of you guys are joining in on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, please head on over to Anime and Manga or Video Game Talk and just say, hey, I want to play some Sparking Zero, and we can get you in that, put you in that role as well. And basically that just means if I tag someone and say at Sparking Zero, that they'll be able to, see the message and jump on in. Or at least, know that, hey, we can game. Yeah. Anyways, join the group chat. Join the group chat. There's some good stuff there, man. And also, I mean, if you care, my content is here too. So every time I upload something, my mods are great over here, by the way. This is all mods, all right? I take no credit for any of this. But every time I upload, it jumps up. It jumps on here. Every single time. Which Sparking Zero edition you get? My girlfriend bought me the deluxe. She asked me which one, deluxe, ultimate. Honestly, I didn't want the ultimate only because I kind of want to unlock some of the stuff they were giving you in the ultimate. I want to grind it out. I know that sounds silly, but I do want to kind of grind it out. But deluxe seemed like that was pretty dope. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun. And it's on PS5 if anyone want to play, but I don't think there's any crossplay. All right, so what we're going to do, so this is what we're going to do. I don't know how tomorrow's going to go, but we already went over Devin Vassell. We went over Pop. We went over Chris Paul. Either tomorrow I'll go live and we go over Victor Wembanyama, or the day after, you know, we can go over Victor, or I can just record it myself and upload. But we're going to go over these regardless, okay? We're going over these regardless. I do kind of like having the chat here when we talk about this type of stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. We'll see what comes out of it. But I think tomorrow we'll go ahead and upload, because which one was the most out of the ones we went over today? Which one of these interviews you guys think are the most compelling? It'll be whatever one I post tomorrow. For people who don't join, not everyone joins the live streams, right? So, which one you think? Chris Paul, Gregg, or Devin? Those of you who are in here. I was actually tempted for the collectors, but that's 200 plus. Hold on, I'm gonna make you feel so much better, dude. I'll make you feel so much better. The new guys, Chris Paul. All right, gonna do Chris Paul then. No, I got you. You about to feel so much better about not getting that collector's edition. I think I liked it. Hold on, gotta find it. I know I saved it. Or I screenshotted it on my phone. Did I save it on? I might not have saved it on here. Ah, screw it. If I type in Sparking Zero. Shoot. Sparking Zero Collector's Edition. This is so funny. All right, yeah. All right, here you go. You're gonna feel so much better. So for $200 and something, I have a lot of statues. Okay, I have quite a few, and I have statues that do go over $100, right? Because at that point we're looking at about 120 for a statue for that collector's edition. And here I posted a picture recently. I guess you can see some of it. Yeah, you can see some of my statues here. But like, for instance, oops, didn't mean to press that button. For instance, if you look over, gosh, I guess you can't really see it that well. But this is a Goku statue, and it's pretty nice. And I think it was about $90. These are really, oh gosh, you can't see any of this. I don't know why I'm doing this. I would show you this one, but this was actually a lot. Here, I got a better idea. How was it? BWF? Deku? All right, let's do Bakugo. Here we go. All right, so this bad boy right here, you can get it for like $80, right? Like maybe a little cheaper at times. If you get the manga, or is it called 3-dimension version of it, it's up there. It is like $80 80, 100, 80 to 100. That's the type of quality you should be getting. Now, let me show you the quality you're actually getting with the collector's edition. Look how pathetic this is. So this is obviously the image, right? And it's kind of far away. And they did that on purpose, mind you. They made it far away on purpose. But when you actually look at it, look at that. What is that? It looks like a bootleg. It looks terrible. How big is that? Shoot, I don't remember what they said. Here, I think we just had the other one up. Hold on. Does it say on here? Oh, I'm not good with that. 174, 264 millimeters. 2 inches. About 10 inches. Ooh. Yeah, so about a foot ish. You're looking at about a foot. I'm pretty sure face looks like something off Robot Chicken. It looks terrible, dude. That's terrible. And not only is it terrible because there's no like definition or no like extra brush stroke. There's like nothing there. It's just, not only is it bad because of that, not only bad because it just looks like a toy, a really poorly made toy, but this facial expression that he's making, this is Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't show any emotion at all, but why is he looking like that? That doesn't look like... If you're going to show Ultra Instinct Goku... Also, wait a minute. You know why that's also pretty dumb? But anyways, hold on. Let me show you this first. Like, you look up Ultra Instinct Goku, you're going to see a Goku that doesn't have that much expression. He's literally an Ultra Instinct. He's in an angelic state. Now, he's shown it a little bit. You know, he does a Kamehameha or something like that. Like, you know, he can't help it. But look, even a much better, well-made statue, you can see his face. It's calm. It's serious but calm. Why do they have him about to wail on someone in that state? There's no extra shading at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, they have him. Why is he in this state? It's weird. It's weird. Also, I mean, look, maybe this is looking too deep into it, but like, when the heck did Ultra Instinct Goku fight Broly? They should have just did Jiren. They should have did Jiren and had a calm Goku. When the heck did Goku fight Broly in Ultra Instinct? Yeah, that never happened. Also, funny enough, I don't know if you guys know this, but Ultra Instinct technically isn't canon. It is, but it isn't. Akira Toriyama actually didn't even want to make that transformation. They kind of forced his hand. He didn't even want it. That's why when you watch the movies, they don't really bring it up. Like when Goku was charging up, everyone thought, "Oh my God, he's going Ultra Instinct." You saw it for a second, but like Akira Toriyama is not a fan of Ultra Instinct. He also didn't even want to give Gohan a power up in the superhero movie. That's why most of the movie, because his favorite character is Piccolo. That's why most of the movie is Piccolo's story, or Piccolo going through, you know, some things. And that's why the Gohan transformation seems just tacked on. I have no idea what's going to happen with Dragon Ball Super's future, y'all. Because, like, I'm a fan of the Maro arc to an extent. It gets to a point where it, like, just turns into Cell. And it's like, what is this? This just seems like the Cell Saga. At first, it seemed interesting, and then it just turned to the Cell Saga. So by the end of it, I was just kind of like, yeah, that's okay. Granola started off really great, and then by the end of it, I was like, Granola as a character isn't that great. Like, he kind of just does what people tell him. and just giving him a magical power-up was kind of lame. So wasn't a big fan of Granola. I felt like the Frieza Black thing came out of nowhere. I know people were hyped about that, but it just seems like it's at a point where people just get excited for the transformation rather than the journey to get there. Because what made Super Saiyan Goku so interesting and so awesome is the journey getting there. Same with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It was the journey. It was the tension. It was the journey. It was the narrative. It seemed like Super was just a lot of like, oh, here's a transformation. Oh, here's a transformation. Oh, here's a transformation. It was kind of frustrating. I don't hate it. You know, it had its moments where it was really cool, but I couldn't get into Dragon Ball Super, but the Broly movie was too good to ignore. Broly movie was really impressive. Yeah, Broly movie was really impressive. I actually like the superhero movie the most out of the new Akira Toriyama movies. But I do think Daima is going to be special. I do think it's going to be great. And the animation looks really great. And hopefully this is the future of Super, where they actually take time and, you know, give it a minute and then cook instead of rushing any of it. Just don't rush it. Just to give us episodes, just give us those episodes just to do it. Like, you can give us an arc that's 25 episodes for Moro and we're cool. Like, but I'm hoping that they actually change up quite a bit from Toyotaro's adaptation of Akira Toriyama's notes. I really hope they change up a little bit and just make the stakes feel a little better. Also, I don't even know, I'll be real with you guys, I don't even know if it looks cool, but I don't even know if that sticks with what's it called? Ultra Ego. Vegeta's Ultra Ego. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Because when you really think about it, and don't get me wrong, I got a artwork of it, okay? I do have artwork of it, so I'm not going to act like I don't think it looks cool or whatever. But his Ultra Ego form, for what it is kind of bad, right? Like, the idea of it is really dumb. Like, the idea is that you just keep getting beat up and it makes you stronger. But then in the Granola arc, he got beat up and it made him stronger for a little while, and then he just got beat up. It was like, why are we disrespecting Vegeta like this? Vegeta should have been the one to beat Granola. That would have made more sense narratively. But also, that's just a weird form that, like, you just get beat up, man. They should have it where Vegeta just, like, goes wild, right? Just, like, loses his mind. They need to change what Ultra Ego is. And I know that's going to be rough, especially if Toyotaro, I hope I'm saying it right, continues with the manga. But good God, man. What a dumb, I thought I had the image on here. What a dumb form. I'm excited for Daima. Me too. I'm actually not going to watch the Japanese version. I'm going to wait till the English version drops in theaters. If you guys don't know, I probably need to say this. All right, for my Dragon Ball fans out there. And by the way, if you're playing Sparking Zero, I'm going to say this. Playing Sparking Zero on PlayStation 5, please hit me up. You can join the Discord, link in the description. Join the Discord, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, so Daima is actually going to be in theaters for my English people. Let's see. Did you guys know about that? I always wait for the English version. Yeah, it actually drops in theaters. They're going to drop the first 3 episodes in theaters. November 10th, 11th, and 12th. So a month from now. That's what I'm going to go do. I wonder where I'm going to go see it, though. Oh, it's on a Sunday? Dog, that mean I got... Man. I might have to go by myself. I'll go by myself, but... on a Sunday's tough. That's tough. There's no way around that. Yeah, I have to see it. I have to see it on my lonely. By my lonely, guys. That sucks. 10, 11, 12. Okay. Guess I have to figure it out. Go on my own. Take myself on a date. Hope is more interesting than GT. GT was cool, but was too boring to finish, in my opinion. GT wasn't even written by Akira Toriyama, so Daima is written by Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. What I'm hoping for, now that Toriyama is gone, there's two things I'm hoping for. If Toyotaro continues, now he finished the superhero stuff, so now it's like free reign if they give him the ability to do that. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes in which I don't know if it's like one of the directors or producers of Dragon Ball got into it with another producer at one of the companies, and he's trying to take Super away so he can make his own episodes of Dragon Ball Super, or he can have his company do Dragon Ball Super. It's like something going on. Know that. That's another reason why Super isn't a thing right now. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes. But I'm hoping for the fact that, and they said that they learned their lesson with GT. All right, they definitely learned their lesson. GT has some cool transformations, but that's been a continuous theme with Dragon Ball, where it's like the narrative takes a back seat sometimes, and it's just about the transformations. It's very frustrating. But they said they learned their lesson about that. And also, with Toyotaro actually being a Gohan fan, because he's a genuine Gohan fan, Akira Toriyama didn't like Gohan. That's why at the end of Cell, he literally just changed Gohan into, I mean, we didn't change him, but he like took him away from the spotlight so quickly when he got older. And he did the whole Great Saiyaman thing. So he's not a fan of Gohan. He's a fan of Piccolo. That's why Piccolo gets so much love. So I'm hoping that Toyotaro, he's a fan himself. He was the one who made the Dragon Ball AF back in the day. We all remember being in elementary school looking that stuff up. So hopefully he continues with Gohan. And it'll be really cool if he just go ahead and make Gohan a main character. Make Gohan awesome again, please. I understood it and don't understand Akira Toriyama not wanting to roll with Gohan. Because I know Gohan is more of a reactive character. He doesn't make things happen like Goku. But it seems like when he brought back Super, he made Goku dumber so he could have an arc again. Which was frustrating. He regressed them. Just because you're bringing back Dragon Ball. But in actuality, it's like, if you're bringing back Dragon Ball, man, just make Gohan the main character and roll with that. Gohan is interesting enough, and Gohan's an awesome character. And it's the same theme. It's some alien entity that's threatening Earth or threatening, the Z Fighters. It's just the same thing every time. What's wrong with Gohan reacting to that? I guess he felt like he hit his peak, but no, I mean, it's freaking shonen, it's shonen. All shonen has the same type of thing. Someone's back against their wall, they get a power up from the sure will of wanting to protect somebody, and it's awesome every single time. It's like, just, I don't know. Gohan is getting some spotlight on the manga right now. I won't say much. I don't want to spoil nothing. Shut up. Wait, I thought the manga stopped. I thought they stopped. Honcho, talk to me. Honcho, talk to me. Everyone shut up. I'm talking to Honcho right now. Honcho, are you telling me that the manga is continuing right now and I'm just missing out? Are we on a new arc? I thought they took a break after the superhero stuff. Because I didn't read any of the superhero stuff. Because I started reading, I was like, this is boring. And then it just started rehashing the movie. And I was like, I don't care. The manga ended a while ago. I don't know what Honcho is talking about. Yeah, because aren't they taking a break? It's like indefinite break. Because I thought superhero arc was the last thing. Maybe I should read through. Let me ask you this, July and Honcho. Gohan becoming Gohan Beast or Beast Gohan. Does it make more sense in the manga? Because it made no sense in the anime. In the anime, I mean the movie. The movie was frustrating for me because I would have bought the Beast Gohan thing if and only if it would have been Pan in trouble. Like Pan is getting hurt, or he grabbed Pan, threw Pan against like a rock or something. Like that's when I would have been like, oh, I get it, right? Of course. Piccolo, he's seen Piccolo get beat up plenty of times and he didn't do this. And also, I don't like that Akira Toriyama does not like, I don't know if he even likes the manga, honestly. I don't think he likes the anime that much. Because in the anime, they had Gohan training and getting ready for Tournament of Power or whatever. So he did do some training. But then when we get to the movie, he didn't do any training, and that's after the Tournament of Power. So I don't know. Isn't it after it's after the Tournament of Power? It's on hold, but from where things stopped, it looks like they might make Gohan important again. Oh, that's right, because they had the Gohan versus Goku or something. All right, I'll read the end of Superhero and then into the chapters after, or the ending of it. I'll do that. That might be a good thing. I just didn't want to reread it because I was like, I don't care. I also need to read Dragon Ball. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like really excited. Sparking Zero got me really excited. I'm like geeking out. I'm like a kid right now. But I do want to read Dragon Ball again, which I have the manga for that. Not again. I'm sorry. I never finished Dragon Ball. I'm in the middle of it. I was always a Dragon Ball Z boy. Yeah, still trying to figure out what they're going to do past Toriyama passing. I'm really hoping what they can do is I'm really hoping they can just go in a different direction, man. Go in the direction of Gohan. Just do it. You don't have to do the Moro and Granola stuff if you don't want to, but they seem like pretty good characters. But you got to change up that manga, dude. I feel like Toyotaro kept missing the landing or something. It's like we kept rehashing old stuff, you know? But yeah, his own daughter makes more sense than Piccolo. It makes so much more sense if they would have had his daughter like genuinely getting hurt. Because at that point, it was like, okay, the whole Toriyama, you know, ironic, dramatic irony, humor, where it's like she's not actually being hurt because she's strong enough, That's cool. But then it should have been, no, actually she is in danger. All the Z fighters are down. Oh, that would have been cool. All the Z fighters are gone, or maybe like Piccolo is like holding them back, or a couple Z fighters holding them back. And I don't know. First off, Cell should have had the Mega Cell or whatever. He should have had actual personality. But him going at what's her name? Pan. Or maybe he's like getting ready to like he's walking towards Pan or something, and they can't hold him back any longer. Like he swings them, hurts them or whatever. Everyone's down for the count. He's about to attack Pan, and then the camera turns and it's a brand new transformation. That's cold. That's cold. That's cold-blooded. I don't know. Just felt like it didn't have a lot of emotional stakes. I'm back, goddamn, watching some One Piece on Enos lobby art. What's the topic now? The topic is I'm actually about to get off. I like Dragon Ball over Z because it was about adventure and techniques rather than transformations and power levels. I agree. Well, wait, no, I don't agree. I like Dragon Ball Z more, but I have to finish Dragon Ball. But I do agree with you that it was more about adventure techniques, and it was comedy. It's pretty great. I feel like the reason why I like Dragon Ball Z more is because it was still a lot of techniques, a lot of things that Goku and the Z fighters learned. But I like Dragon Ball Z more because the stakes just felt higher. But then again, I got to finish Dragon Ball, you know. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. I love all of you. I'm going to upload the Chris Paul video tomorrow. And there, I'll decide what I'm going to do. Obviously, I'm going to go over all the other stuff from the press conferences or whatever. But I'll decide whether or not I'm going to go live. So that's a question. So, but more than likely, we'll probably go live tomorrow. Probably, it makes more sense just to do that. So I'll give it you guys tomorrow. I'm leaning 80% going live tomorrow. I'll give it you guys tomorrow, and we'll talk some more about some anime and stuff like that. All right. Thanks for all the love, guys. I appreciate it. And thanks for listening to me rant earlier about getting pulled over for going 5 over the limit. EU Clan loves us. I love you the most, Huncho. Laters. All right. Later. Bye, y'all. Bye.